live for the Man Cave. It's Flag on the Play with HB and Bud. We're going to talk Jags, Gators, and all things North Florida sports, because we're Duval till we die. Flag family, what's going on? Back at it again. Flag on the Play. I know it's been a while since we've been out, but coming at you again. I know me and Bud always do this when the show come back. It's been a while since I don't hear myself. What's going on, y'all, man? Listen. So Flag on the Play been on a hiatus, not because we wanted to, but because we had to. So I had some stuff going on. I had to get the purge. I had other stuff going on with coaching and all kinds of stuff going on. And then Bud had some stuff going on as well, where he had to get things in order. And now he do. So Bud will be back next week. But this week you just got me, Hater Bear. So listen, what we going to do this week, man, we going to catch up, get at it, talk about these Jags, talk about these Gators, and all things North Florida sports. And we're going to do it. So, yeah, let's get at it, y'all. Let's get at it. So, first of all, I want to say I appreciate everybody that's checking out Flag on the Play podcast right now, listening to it. Everybody who's been loyal to us and stuck with us, even though we had this hiatus and everything was all weird and stuff like that. And then I also want to say what's up to all the new fans, because I knew we got new fans in here, because you're looking for a Jaguar podcast. Well, hey, you found a spot. Promise is more funny with Bud and me and not just me by myself, but whatever. So yeah, let's get into it. What happened this week, man? We got to go dive into the Jags, y'all. And yeah, this podcast might be a little bit shorter than normal when it's me and Bud talking, because me and Bud go back and forth and we both make talking points. But if it's just me, of course, the show's going to be condensed. Just bear with me, y'all. Like I said, I appreciate y'all, and coming back out next week, Bud will be back, man. So we're going to be back at it. But let's talk about these Jags, man. So, whoo, child. It wasn't what we expected, or at least it wasn't what I expected. It was definitely a situation where I thought we was going to get the dub. I know we ain't come at you with our usual season preview stuff or whatever, but nevertheless, I'm going to give you that today before I get out of here. But, yeah, it was unexpected, man. I thought for sure, y'all, that the Jags was going to come out against the worst team in football, okay, in professional football, and win the game. And that's not what we did at all. All the hype, all the function, and all of that with Trevor Lawrence and Urban Meyer and all that didn't matter Sunday, man. We took the smooth L. You hear me? Like the smooth L. And I'm kind of disappointed, but I'm not surprised. Now, when Bud back on here, he can certify this, credit good. But I started questioning this whole thing since we've been away. So just to put y'all in perspective, I know last episode we all convened and talked about the draft and Trevor Lawrence and all of that stuff. Excuse me, y'all. And then me and Bud was really excited about Urban Meyer, like super excited about Urban Meyer. And since then, Bud was excited up until Sunday. I know that for a fact. But since then, my excitement level has died down exponentially. Like, and it wasn't just this Sunday that died it down. Like, Superfan Steve and Bud and Johnny and a whole bunch of other cats have been kind of getting on me lately about my negativity. But my negativity, I felt like, was warranted. Let me tell y'all, let's go back and let me tell y'all where I started souring. Okay, so I didn't like the free agent pickups at all. I thought it was not just mediocre. I thought it was lackluster. I thought it was horrible free agent pickups. Like, I don't know. I just don't feel like we didn't fill the needs and the voids we had or whatever. That bothered me a lot, the free agent stuff, because the cap space that we have and the money we have, I expect us to be able to do way better than just Shaquille Griffin. That's literally all we had. Like, the rest of those free agent pickups, Roy Robert Harris and all those other guys, you didn't address the O-line at all. You said you felt good about the O-line, huh? How that worked out for us, y'all. Come on, Flag family. And so, like, you didn't address the O-line at all. And on defense, you got Shaq. But then, like, on safety, like, I don't see nobody that we picked up that's a boss at safety. And then, like, Malcolm on the D-line, okay, but did y'all see his presence? All this hype we heard about Devin Harris, did y'all see Devin Harris pop his head up Sunday? I just feel like the free agents was so lackluster and so bad that for a team that had the highest cap space, free agency is about overpaying players. We understand that. When you go into free agency, you're going to overpay players, period, point blank. That's what you're going to do. So do it. I remember when we signed Calais Campbell, I liked the signing because I knew who he was. I knew he was a good player. However, I thought we overpaid for him. Turns out we didn't because Calais Campbell was a boss, put him in the ring. How dare we let Taven Bryan put on his number? Made me sick to my stomach. Not my stomach, but my stomach. And but he earned that money. Same with AJ Boye. We didn't overpay for AJ Boye or Ty Gill or Barry Church. It seemed like we overpaid for those guys at the time, or Malik Jackson, but turns out we didn't. Those boys were studs for us. This little crop, man, I don't see no studs in this crop, y'all. I don't see no studs in this crop. So that bothered me. Then the draft really bothered me too. So the reason why the draft bothered me, Trevor Lawrence was a done data. We knew that. We knew we were getting Trevor Lawrence. Like, anybody that would have drafted anybody but Trevor Lawrence is insane. And yeah, I know Justin Fields look real good right now, but I promise y'all Trevor Lawrence is the better quarterback. But, like, anybody that went and got Trevor Lawrence is insane. So that was a done data. Now, for me, with that second pick overall, I wanted Asante Samuel Jr. Now, I know Bud and a few other our buddies, Superfan Steve, those buddies, they felt like that was too high for Asante Samuel Jr. I disagreed. And the reason why I disagreed was because when you look at Asante Samuel Jr. and what he did at Florida State, in my opinion, he was the best player at Florida State. We need a shutdown corner. C.J. Henderson was so... Now, Shaq Griffin did good the first drive. After the first drive, he was piss poor. So was Andre Cisco, wasn't even on the field. So we had Wingert. He was horrible. Okay. Texas Toast wasn't out there. So we didn't get to smell toast burning with Trey Herndon. And then Campbell, I don't see it, y'all. You tell me right now, and I don't know if y'all been watching the preseason or y'all watch the Chargers or whatever, but Asante Samuel Jr. could play some football. I would say right now he's a better football player than Campbell, Tyrese Campbell. So, like, my thing is, at what point do we start questioning these picks? And it's funny because everybody said Walker Little looked like a stud. Okay. Walker Little did look like a stud doing drills that he been doing for the last 2 years because he hasn't played football in 2 years. So, yeah, when we get the drills out, we get the pads out and start hitting and doing drills and step back drills, footwork drills, he's going to look amazing, which he did. He looked like Tony Baselli. But then when we got on that field, baby, he ain't look like Tony Baselli on that field because it's fast. It's faster than Pac-12 football. All right? And now don't get me wrong, y'all. This ain't a doom and gloom episode. I'm not going to kill the season. But it's a disappointment episode. No draft picks, man. And then ETN, I do think ETN was a good pick. I'm not mad at the ETN pick. I'll take it. However, he ain't here right now. We can't do nothing. And you can't do nothing about injury. But ETN doesn't even matter. He's irrelevant. Okay? Let's hope that he doesn't turn into the tight end that we had that never got on the field. But we ever kept Josh Aldover, I think is what Bud calls him. So let's hope he don't turn into Josh Aldover, considering how much Josh Aldover was never on the field. So hopefully ETN come back next year and give us a strong year. However, do you guys think out there in Flag family that ETN would have changed this game Sunday? Maybe a little bit. But y'all, James Robinson was a top 100 player. As a matter of fact, I think he's the only Jaguar top 100 player from this last previous season. Okay? He had 1,200 all-purpose yards, and we carried the ball with him 5 times. Carlos Hyde is a recycled running back that we had previous, And he didn't do a good job. Now he back. And he got more carries than James Robinson. What in the hell is going on? Somebody tell me. You got a rookie quarterback and a top 10 at best. Top 5 may be debatable. Top 10 is not debatable. James Robinson is a top 10 running back. You have a top 10 running back and you give him the ball 5 times with a rookie quarterback. So, listen. Y'all know I'm a Gator or whatever. Alum. Go Florida. Go Gators. Right? I am an Urban Meyer fan. I'm one of those guys in Florida that didn't hate Urban Meyer after he left. Okay? He left. He didn't have Tebow no more. He wanted to go somewhere else where he could do his thing. Now, if he would have kept Cam Newton, he would have been a different story. But he didn't keep Cam Newton because Cam is a knucklehead and he stole out the student union or whatever he did. And he got let go and went to Second Chance University and then got paid to go to Auburn. Yeah, I said it. So I've been an Urban Meyer fan. Now, I did not root for Urban Meyer at Ohio State. However, I respect Urban Meyer because he's literally one of the greatest college football coaches of all time. What the hell he doing in Jacksonville, though? And I don't mean that like I don't want him here. We wanted him here. I still want him here. But Herb better get it together, man. That was Gus Bradley level of bad coaching Sunday. That was Gus Bradley level of bad coaching. You got a rookie quarterback and you throw the ball almost 50 times, but you got a top 10 running back and you don't run the ball nothing but 5 with him. And the drops. Let me say it one more time. The drops. What the heck? What the heck, y'all? Like, the drops was incredible. Like, I'm talking about 16 hitting people in the chest. And they dropping the ball. But that's the team y'all built. We don't have a tight end. We don't have a pass catcher tight end. O'Shaughnessy was always a good 2 or 3 tight end for us. He is not a starting tight end. I would have rather kept races behind Tyler Eifert than to bring O'Shaughnessy out as the 1. A 1 got to catch a wide open pass across the middle seam when you're a tight end from your doggone 10-year future quarterback superstar. What? Trevor, the reason why Trevor threw those bad picks, and they was bad picks. Number 1, he a rookie. He got to get adjusted. Number 2, with those picks, the reason why Trevor threw those picks is because Trevor himself was trying to do everything himself. And the rest of the players didn't bail him out. They didn't help him. O'Shaughnessy got to catch that ball. DJ Chark got to catch that third down pass that's right on the money. You got to catch these balls. The team just looked unprepared. They didn't line up right. The scheme was horrible. Horrible scheme. I'm shocked at how bad this Urban Meyer team was prepared. That is the most ill-prepared Urban Meyer team I have ever seen in my entire life. And I done watched a lot of Urban Meyer football, y'all. That is the most ill-prepared Urban Meyer team I've ever seen. Y'all remember Urban Meyer first year at Florida when he had, who was quarterback? Chris Leak, Galvin Dickey was there, I believe, as a backup. Chad Jackson. Remember Chad Jackson? Chad Jackson was out there as wide receiver. And I think we had the tight end was Ingram or something like that. And then Dallas Baker, the touchdown maker, was there. Mike DeGore might have still been there. I'm trying to remember, y'all, because that was like my last year at Florida. No, my second to last year at Florida. So that team was a hodgepodge left over from Zook the cook. You feel me? Let Chef Zook cook. And that was a leftover team, right? And he's still, all of those teams for every single one of those games was more prepared. My boy D-Webb was on that team. Shout out D-Webb. Kyle Jackson was on that team. Everybody, that team, that first year Florida Urban Meyer team was more prepared than your Jacksonville Jaguars were Sunday against the Houston Suckins. Okay? With Tyrod, my lung get deflated by a thing, Taylor. That's what we got. We made Tyrod Taylor look like he should have. Like, matter of fact, Deshaun Watson was out. If Deshaun Watson was in that game, Deshaun Watson would have beat us 45-14. We made Tyrod Taylor look like Deshaun Watson. The man was literally throwing balls up in the air, and we was like, oh, okay, well, you got it. That's literally what was happening. Wingert is one of the worst safeties I've ever seen in my entire life. So, I basically the assessment of that game, don't look at the tape. Don't pull it back out. We're going to put that one in the box at the bottom of the ocean with Blaine Gabbert. That's where that tape is at. Okay? Now, let's get to some positives. I think Trevor looked decent. Okay? I think Trevor looked like a number 1 overall quarterback pick, and I also think he looked like a rookie at the same time with the mistakes he made. Only thing I would say is I don't know who handcuffing Trevor from running, but you got to let Trevor run. You got to let Trevor cook, man. You got to let Trevor run, because there was a certain, maybe like 3 or 4 instances where Trevor could have just took off and ran, and he didn't. And he was like, I'm just going to stay here and I'm going to throw it. And he forced the throw, trying to run, running to his left, throwing to his right, stuff like that. And what happens? Interceptions. Also, I want to say real quick, the call on the line when Tyrod Taylor throws the ball up, we can't play safety. They catch the ball because Ty goes to the receiver. The next play, they fumble the ball. We recover it with Josh Allen, and they say it's a forward pass. I don't care how it looked in slow motion. I don't care if it's right call or not. If he pushed the ball forward a little bit, that's a fumble. My guy, that's a fumble, my guy. That's a fumble. The refs were horrible. Period, point blank, the refs was horrible, my guy. The refs was horrible, my guy. Okay? Never give us that crew again, NFL. Ever again, NFL, never give us that crew again. Ever, never, ever. Ever, never, ever, ever, never. My guy. Okay, back to the positives. So Trevor looked decent. I think Trevor's going to come out this week and have 2 times better game than what he had this week. So what that mean? He threw for 300 yards. So give me another 300-yard game, better passing efficiency as far as completion percentage, and give me Trevor throwing for 2 touchdowns and 1 pick. That's what's going to happen, man. That O-line, step it up. Step it up. Step it up. Cam, listen, I've been a staunch Cam Robinson defender since he been here. I like Cam Robinson. Step it up. Step it up. That's crazy. That's crazy. Like, you getting top 5 tackle money because you're franchise. So play like a top 5 tackle. Mr. I'm going to wear my jersey backwards every day of training camp and all that other foolishness. Play like a top 5 tackle, my guy. My guy. So the interior, believe it or not, Norwell looked good. The holding calls got to stop. Like, the holding calls got to stop. Like, every time we had a positive, we had a negative. Same old Jags. We got to stop that. Another positive I'm going to say is Josh Allen had looked bright early. I don't know what happened later. I don't know if they double teamed him. I'm going to be honest with y'all. I know I missed the tape. I'm not watching that game again. So there you go. If you got a problem with that, you can email us at flagontheplay. Oh, actually, our email is budandhbtalksports@gmail.com. Yeah, you can email us at that, my boy. And you can say, hey, what do you mean that you're not watching the tape again? You're supposed to be our analyst and all of that stuff that y'all like to say. I sure am, but I ain't watching that game again. Got me negative. Negative, my guy. Not watching that. Not again. But Josh Allen looked bright early, and I think he got a sack. And I think if we get more pressure from Chason or from the interior, Josh Allen can shine. We got to get more pressure. I don't like the Schobert trade, y'all. Don't like the Schobert trade. I think we should have kept Schobert. I just don't understand how a bad football team gets rid of good players. You don't get rid of good players unless you're replacing them with another good player. Damian Wilson, do you remember any play he made this whole week? Yeah, that silence was real, wasn't it? Do you remember a play that Damian Wilson made this whole week? But we got rid of a guy who I remember leading the team in interceptions last year and making a ton of, I'm talking about 140 something tackles. 140 something tackles. Almost 10 tackles a game. And we traded him to Pittsburgh. Sheesh. Anywho, special teams. Listen, y'all, I'm looking for positives right now. CJ Henderson. Nah, y'all. Okay, back to a negative because I gotta go on a CJ Henderson rant real quick. Y'all, the lack of effort from CJ Henderson, the lack of wanting to play football from CJ Henderson, I personally can't handle it. And I'm gonna sign with the team who pay me the most money. That's me. But I can't handle the CJ Henderson lack of effort that I saw this Sunday. I have never seen a DB engage with Brandon Cooks, y'all, speed guy. And you don't jam him at the line or turn your hips until he's past you? What? CJ Henderson wasn't even turning his hips, y'all. He wasn't even turning his hips until Brandon Cook was past him. Way they do that at, I believe is the expression. Way they do that at. Because last time I checked, and I'm back on my diet and all that other stuff and everything, and I want to lose weight and all that good stuff. However, I ain't as slew foot as I used to be, y'all. I done put a few pounds back on. I'm getting them off, I promise. I might not be Jalen Ramsey, okay, who is the greatest cornerback in the NFL. And I'm so glad Bud ain't here to check me or anybody's here to check me so I can give Jalen Ramsey some love. If you cut off the pie right now, I don't care. Your salt, it feeds my pork. Okay? Jalen Ramsey's greatest cornerback in the league. It ain't even close. But anywho, look at a player like that. Or look at Marcus Peters or the guy from Buffalo that I can't think of his name right now. Look at any of these guys, and when you look at these guys, you tell me who covering somebody without turning their hips. CJ is our CB1. He's our CB1 because he on Brandon Cooks. You can't say Shaq Griffin is our CB1 if Shaq Griffin is on Denny Amendola and whoever the other wide receiver is for Houston, and CJ's on Brandon Cooks. Brandon Cooks is the best wide receiver for Houston. And he don't turn his hips until Brandon Cooks go past him? Where they do that at? And then it was a fight thing at the end of the game after we got blowed out. CJ walked over there so lackluster. I'm not saying he had to get involved in the fight, but I'm saying he didn't even care. Your teammates scrapping, you don't care. Trade CJ Henderson. Hashtag trade CJ Henderson. I'll take a 7th for him right now. Because a 7th round pick cornerback from Jackson State is going to turn his hips before the cornerback engage on him and jam him at the line, before the wide receiver engage on him and jam him at the line. I got a 1st round pick that won't jam the player at the line or turn his hips. Man, what? And Irvin just sat there with his knees in the boo-boo face. Hands on his knees in the boo-boo face. And while we watch this team crumble and you drink yourself into sorrow again for another Sunday. What we doing? What we doing? Anywho, I'm about to text Bud right now, y'all, while we on the show, and ask him who he got for the game next week, so we can do these picks real quick, and then I'm gonna go over. The picks that we have for the season while we do that too. So as soon as Bud texts me back, I'm gonna give y'all his pick, but. While we in the midst of that, man, I just think Jags, I don't think the season over. I don't think that it's done or whatever. I just think that we got a lot of work to do. It's way worse than we thought it was. And we got to get this thing cleaned up. So How we going to do that? I'll tell you how we're going to do that. Run the damn ball. Number one. Run the damn ball. That's number one. That's number one. Run the damn ball. Okay. Number two, run the damn ball. Yep, that's number two, run the damn ball. Number three, okay. Number three, play some damn defense. Turn your hips, CJ. Shaq, stop getting smoked. Let's go. Take Wingard out. Put Cisco in. For God's sakes, put Cisco in. Jenkins play better. Roy Roberts Harris and Devin and all those guys that I heard up the middle. Please cut Taven. Give me some pressure up the middle. And let's go. O-line, step it up. We got this. So while I wait on Bud to return my text, which I hope he do. If not, I'm going to make the pick for him. Here's what we got for our picks for the season, y'all. So picks for the season, I'm going to go with Bud's pick first. So Bud is picking first. He is saying for the NFC South, he's going Bucks. Okay. For the NFC East, he's going Cowboys. Now, remind you, y'all, we did these picks before week 1. So we did these picks before week 1. So don't think that we're just picking based on what we saw. We picking based on preseason. We just been absent. We apologize for that. For the NFC West, he's going Hawks. Of course, he's going to pick the damn Seahawks. That's his cheat team. The North, he picked the Packers. Pick the Packers. For the AFC South, he picked the Jags. Y'all, can y'all believe that? Now, when I seen this from Bud, Bud sent this to me on Tank birthday, September the 9th. Shout out Tank, co-host of Hater Media Podcast, bro. Listen. I saw this, I was like, boy, my daughter, man, she say, boy, if you don't get your he picked the Jags. For the North, he picked the Browns, right? That's an interesting pick. For the West, he picked Kansas City. And for the East, he picked the Bills. Okay? So that's his pick. Let's go run through one more. Bucks, Boys, Hawks, Packers, Jaguars, Browns, Kansas City, and the Buffalo Bills. So that's Bud picks for the season for each division. And like I said, we apologize for not having our normal pick show, but we getting back at it, y'all, I promise. Hater Bear Media back on the rise. Flag on the play back on the rise. Wild card for the NFC. My boy Bud has the Rams, the Niners, and the Minnesota Vikings. Woo. I'm going to just go out and say right now, y'all, that the Packers will be fine. I'm going to take that one out. The Jags and the Minnesota Vikings making the playoffs is insane. Bud was on some peyote. AFC wild card, we're going to go Baltimore, Pittsburgh, and Tennessee. That's his wild card picks. So let me see if I can find his Super Bowl pick real quick. Super Bowl, Bud is going with let's see, y'all. I thought he sent it to me. Maybe he didn't. Let me do Bud's Super Bowl picks. I'm gonna make it up for Bud. So whatever I make up, Bud, since you're not here, you gotta live with. I hope you listening, my boy. So for the Super Bowl, Bud is gonna go with the Bucks and Kansas City in a repeat. And I got him going with the Bucks. That's not even a bad pick, Bud. So don't even be mad at me. I gave you a good Super Bowl pick. Okay, here we go, man, with the champion. Here are the actual final standings this year, according to HB. All right, so I'm going AFC South. I'm going Titans, y'all. Going Titans. I know it hurt us to say those mayonnaise bastages. At it again. I know. But nevertheless, I'm going Titans. AFC North, believe it or not, y'all, I'm going Ravens. I know they had a tough loss against the Raiders, and remember we picked this before the week 1. But they look good. They look good. They got caught off guard. I know they lost Peters and they running back, but I like the Ravens. I like Lamar Jackson. He looked good. For the East, I got a wild one. This is my wild pick. I went Pats. I just don't feel like Bill Belichick is going to go 2 years not making the playoffs. What universe y'all think we living in? What's the new Spider-Man movie, No Way Home or Far From Home or something like that, where Doctor Strange changed the timeline and we in all these different universes and all that? Yeah, that's how we got to be in a multiverse if Bill Belichick ain't gonna make the playoffs 2 years in a row. Like one of my favorite TikTok sound bites right now, and also my favorite GIF right now is "Ain't no way, boy. Boy, ain't no freaking way, boy. Boy, ain't no way. Boy, ain't no way, boy." So the Pats are coming out the gates for the East. I got for the AFC West. You know who I got? K-damn-C. Okay. Kansas City. That's who I got. Ain't nobody beating them boys. Did you watch the Browns KC game? That was a great football game. Ain't nobody beating them boys. Okay? Ain't nobody beating them boys. Not in the West. Not happening. Okay, so the NFC, I got the Bucks, of course. The AFC North, I also have the Packers. So even though I was tripping right there, it looks like I have the same emphasis as Bud on the Packers. The East, I got them boys. How about them boys? Yeah, okay. How about them Cowboys? And then the West, I got my cheat team, the Ramalamas. The Ramalamas, y'all. I got the Ramalamas. I'm a big fan of the Rams with Stafford. I've always liked Stafford since he was at. Do y'all remember when I said go get Stafford? Remember y'all wanted Nick Foles and I said trade for Matt Stafford. We would be 3 years into Matt Stafford right now. Probably 2 playoff appearances. Probably. I'm just saying. Dang, we should have traded for Matt Stafford instead of Nick Foles, man. We should not have to ever sign Nick Foles. Now, I will say this. Hindsight is 20/20 because signing Nick Foles led to Trevor Lawrence, which I'll take that. However, I'm just going to go back and say, and I'm always going to toot this horn, I hated Nick Foles. I hated Nick Foles after we started this show, and everybody was like, we should have went and traded for Nick Foles. He just won a Super Bowl. And I said, Nick Foles sucks. He's a situational quarterback that won in a good situation. He sucks. And guess what, y'all? Nick Foles sucks. He's the 3rd string quarterback in Chicago. Anywho. Yeah, the Ramalamas for the West. My wild card for the AFC, Browns, Pittsburgh, the Bills. Okay, circle up, Buffalo. You lucky I picked you, Josh Allen, you bigot. And then in the NFC, my wild card teams. Now, this is interesting, y'all. Listen, I know we won weekend. But, and I know one of these teams lost, but I feel like a genius picking these because remember, I picked these a while back. My NFC wildcard teams are the San Francisco 49ers, the Aints. So there you go. I listen. I had told y'all years ago. Remember a few years back when I thought Jameis Winston was finally gonna come out the crab leg bucket and become the Black Peyton Manning. Remember I said that? I know all the King George. What's up, boy? Remember I said that, King George? Huh, Jacob Schaffner? Remember I said that, Jacob? I was like, yo, Jameis Winston is the Black Peyton Manning, and he coming out of shell. Boy, I was wrong. However, I like Jameis, and I think he going to take the Aints to the playoffs. And then I picked the Bears, y'all. I picked the Bears to go to the playoffs. So my wild card for NFC is 49ers, the Aints, and the Bears. Because I think once Justin Fields gets in there, it's a wrap. Because Justin Fields can play some football. You hear me? My guy. Okay, so my Super Bowl pick. Oh, and by the way, Bud told me that the Bears and the Aints is a risky pick, by the way. My Super Bowl pick is the Browns versus the Bucks. Yeah, I said it. But I got Brady getting another one. Okay, y'all, that's our picks for the year for NFL football. I think Bud sleep, y'all. Y'all know he go to work at 5 a.m. or something like that. So He probably sleep. So I'm gonna go ahead and do my picks for Jags, Broncos, and then we'll get into college, and then we'll get out of here like we normally do. And again, I appreciate y'all for bearing with us, man. I know we've been on a hiatus, but we're back at it, man. We football season here, so you know we got to rock out. And we tried to get it to where both of us could do the show, but I couldn't wait no longer. We had to get a pod out so y'all can vibe on this Friday, because I know you probably listen on a Friday. You can vibe on this Friday to the Flag on the Play and get ready to watch the Jags and the Broncos this weekend. So I'm going to go Bud pick first. Based on my conversations with Bud this week, and how things are gonna go, I'm gonna go out on a limb and say Bud's gonna pick the Broncos. Okay, I don't think Bud is gonna pick any other. I don't think Bud gonna pick any other one. Like, so I'm gonna go Bud. I'm gonna say Bud. You know he hates scores, right? I'm going to say Bud going to say Broncos. I'm going to say Bud going to say Broncos 24, Jags 13. That's what I'm going to say. That's what I'm going to say right now. Broncos 24, Jags 13. That's what I'm going to say. So for me, I thought about this long and hard, y'all. And oh, wait, hold on. From the dead. Hold on, y'all. From the dead. Bud just texted me. So we retract that Broncos score. We're going to go Jags 24, Broncos 13. So I'm rocking with that. So that's legit. Matter of fact, let me see something real quick. Y'all. I don't know if this is going to work, y'all. Let's see. Let's see if this works. Bud. You say what now? No, it ain't a pocket dial. Bro, I am recording Flag on the Play live right now. And I had just told everybody you was going to pick the Broncos, and then you came from the dead and picked the Jags. So I just want you to say what's up to everybody and tell them why you picking the Jags.
What's up, FOTP, family? Why I'm picking the Jags? Because I'm a homer. If you want anything else out of me, I've got nothing. And since I'm not getting paid for my objective analyzing of all this other stuff, yeah, I'm going to go with my homerness. I love my Jaguars, and they got to get it together, man. Because this last game, it was just horrible coaching. Something I thought was going to be so big, so in your face, and it's like the coaching. Like, players are the players. Like, you need new players. But I thought you were going to coach better. And Urb and the boys got their pants pulled down. It was quite embarrassing. But I'm going Jags just because.
Boy, I'll take that, boy. I'll take that. Y'all heard it, Flag family. Bud's going Jags just because Jags. I'm not going to tell you what I picked because, bro, I'm doing the show. Hopefully you proud of me, my boy, because I'm trying to do a good job without you. It ain't the same without you. I told everybody you'll be back next week. And yeah, so I'm not going to tell you what I pick. I'm going to let you listen to it tomorrow at work, and then you can hit me up when you hear the pick and yell at me.
Yeah, exactly, because I already know you got Broncos by 172.
Yeah, probably, maybe, kind of. I don't know. But, yeah, man, so I did the picks. I put in, real quick, what's your Super Bowl pick? Because I gave you Bucks versus dang, I don't even remember who I gave you because I ain't see your Super Bowl pick. I gave all your picks for the division. What's your Super Bowl pick?
Why on God's green earth would you think I not have Seahawks versus give me Kansas City winning that thing 3 years in a row?
Seahawks versus KC 3 years in a row. So that's what. And who you got winning it, bud?
As much as it pains me, I think Kansas City gonna take it this time.
KC gonna take it. So, but that's what y'all got. So retract my pick that Bud picked the Broncos. Retract that because he's going Jags, and retract my pick that Bud had the Bucks. And boy, let me think of who I had gave you, boy. Boy, I don't even remember who I gave you, boy. It might have been KC.
I already know you going Buffalo.
Oh, no, sir. Hey, I just said, boy, hey, you going to be mad because I just called Josh Allen a bigot. Hey, the show off the rails, boy. You ain't on here. I'm saying all kinds of stuff.
I tell you, you can't just say people's. You can't say that, HB.
Hey, well, listen, you ain't on here. Producer Brittany ain't on here. I'm doing it dolo solo. I'm wilding. But hey, boy, hey, next week you back, right?
Next week I'm back.
Next week he back, Flag family. But all right, bro, appreciate you, bro.
All right, FOTP family. I'll see y'all next show.
All right, now, all right, bro.
All right.
So there y'all got it, man. So now, Bud did pick the Jags. I'm shocked by that, y'all. Bud did pick the Jags. Called in live to the show, so that's what's up. And then, you know, last year, no, wait, the Minshew year, I got on Bud nerves real hard, y'all, with certain things I was doing, and I'm doing it again. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. From the grave. Bud, I know you're mad while you're listening. From the grave is Trevor Lawrence out the casket. 348 yards. 2 tutties. Just one pick that don't matter. Robinson with 100 yards. I bet you won't, Denver. Give me the Jags. 32. 30. Why I pick 32? Give me the Jags 32. Broncos 17. I bet you won't. Let's go. But I know you mad right now. But I know you mad. Hey, it's back, baby. I bought it back. I had to bring it back from the grave, y'all. I bet you won't. Bet you won't. Boy, we famous. We coming out the casket, y'all. Jags ain't dead. Famous. Famous. Give me the Jags going 7-10 this year. Famous. Out the casket. Flag family, man. Let's hop into this college stuff, man, real quick, man. Y'all don't even know how happy that made me just to do that just now, man. That was beautiful. So let's go college football real quick. We're gonna start with the Florida Gators, our national championship. Okay, so what's going on? Like, what's going on, y'all? Like, I know what Mullen's doing or whatever, but I don't understand why he's doing it. Okay, I don't understand why Mullen is doing it. Now I know Richardson is hurt. 15's hurt right now, so it's not a big deal or whatever. Because I don't even think Richardson can play if he's not healthy. I wouldn't play him if he's not healthy. But when Richardson gets back healthy again, he should be the starter, right? Or am I tripping? Am I tripping? Or should Richardson be the starter? Richardson should be the starter, right? Okay, I'm glad we all agree on that. Because Richardson looks like a special dynamic player. Okay? Something that we haven't had at Florida since Tim Tebow. I mean that wholeheartedly. We haven't had a player like that at Florida since Tim Tebow. You feel me? By the way, I just pulled up the schedule for this week. How is Notre Dame ranked number 12? They almost lost the team that shall not be named on this podcast. Definitely now. Y'all ain't never going to win 3 games in a row. Y'all done. So how is Notre Dame ranked number 12 when they lost to the team that shall not be named and they almost lost to Toledo? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Anywho, Florida take on Alabama this week. Now, usually we only play Alabama in the SEC championship, so like this is a big test. Now, I will say this: Bama's quarterback has never played an SEC road game, nor has he ever been to the Swamp. So that's 2 things going up against him. The Swamp is a pretty hellish atmosphere, and SEC road games ain't no joke, my guy. So it gives me pause that Bama is a 14.5 point favorite over the Gators. I think it's going to be closer than that. Now, if Richardson can play, the Gators might win this game. They just might, y'all. If Richardson can play, if Anthony Richardson can play quarterback for the Florida Gators this week, they might win this game. And all that stuff Mullen talking about, he missed a read, he missed this, he missed that. I don't care. He ran the ball for 75 yards and scored a touchdown. I don't give a damn what read he missed. Miss another one. Is it going to end in a 75-yard touchdown? Miss another one. Anywho, the defense for Florida has not been tested yet. Alabama will definitely do that. Nick Saban is not coming to play with us boys. You feel me? My guy. So what happened with like Nick Saban and Urban Meyer as far as like being prepared? Urban Meyer had his pants down. Nick Saban pants ain't never down, baby. He got a chastity belt on. You'll never see it. You feel me? You'll never see it, my guy. You'll never see it. And I bet it shine like gold. That being said, I'm going to go ahead and give a pick. It don't really matter what Bud pick is on this. I'm pretty sure he's going to go Bama. But it don't even matter. He probably a homer. He might go Gators. It don't matter. We'll get his picks for the Gators later when we come back. But I'm going to go Alabama in this one, y'all. I know. But I'm going Alabama. I'm going to go Alabama 35, Florida 21. And I know that's the 14-point spread that I just said the Gators can cover. I'm just not comfortable with saying the Gators got a chance in this game without 15. 15 is special. That's a first overall pick. And we got him. How? I don't know. Dan, get it together. 15, heal up. Let's go. Into the future. Time keep on slipping. I'm just saying. Okay. So, since we shall never in the history of this show ever again speak of the team that shall not be named, we're not even going to talk about what happened to them. Although it's hilarious. It's hilarious. You know why I want y'all to come back, team that shall not be named? I just want to do your theme song, the racist theme song thing again. It was like my thing. I want to bring it back. But remember what I said. For y'all to be mentioned on this show by name or by event of what y'all do, you must win 3 games in a row. Time keep on slipping into the future. It's never happening. So instead, we're going to talk about the U. Yeah, I mean, whatever. They could be on here. They're playing Michigan State. I'm going to go with the U to beat Michigan State, to take them out. Michigan State's in turmoil. They're not where they used to be. Let me pick another game this week just because we're going to go, hold them Tigers. Clemson is playing Georgia Tech. Give me Clemson to beat Georgia Tech so they can solidify themselves that they're not running off the rails and sucking. Georgia is playing South Carolina. Give me Georgia. Auburn is playing Penn State. Ooh, I likey. I'm going to go with Penn State because both sucks. So, yeah, go with Penn State. Oregon is going to go to the national championship finals, y'all. But they're playing Stony Brook. I'm not picking that game. Stop trying me. BYU, Arizona State. Give me Arizona State because I don't care about the Mormons. And then UCLA, my secret team, is playing Fresno State. Nobody cares. Okay. So, here we are. On the road to glory. Listen, this show is called Flag on the Play. We throw flags on those. Oh, wait. Oh, Lord. I got to do shout outs. Shout it out loud. But you got to come back. I can't even sing. Boy, I need that light skin voice in here. First, I want to give a shout out to all of y'all out there in the Flag family that is listening right now. And we just appreciate that so much because I know we've been gone for so long and we don't post as consistent as some of the other Jaguar podcasts was doing. But I promise you, we are back at it. We're going to post just as consistent. We're going to give you just as good coverage. So I want to thank y'all for that and give y'all a shout out. Individual shout outs. Jacob Schaffner. Jacob, bro, listen, you have been rocking with us since day one, my boy. And I see you. You always like our stuff on Twitter. You follow us on Twitter at FOTP Podcast or whatever. I appreciate that, my boy. So I'm giving you a shout out right now, right here. Doug from work. What's up, boy? I need a nickname. Okay, Douglas. That's your nickname. Douglas, my boy. You on the show. There you go. You always say, oh, you didn't talk about me on the show. You're on the show, my boy. Douglas, you're on the show. Shout out Sam. Shout out Douglas. Okay? There you go. Yeah, now let's get into it. This show is called Flag on the Play. Okay? What we do is throw flags on those violating the game. This week, we did not have a coin toss for the first time in Flag on the Play history because my co-host is not here. Therefore, no coin has to be tossed. It is a somber moment. The skies are gray and God is crying. Okay? I am also in current search of a new boo because I don't want to pick Naomi Osaka anymore because I want to respect her mental health problems, and I don't think she needs a man objectifying her on a sports talk show about how fine she is. So Flag family, I need a woman in the world of sports or sports entertainment that's not Naomi Osaka or Alexa Bliss that can be my new boo. Please go to the Twitter and tag who should be the Flag on the Play new boo. Okay, so my first flag, because I'm going to throw one for Bud, one for me. My first flag of this week is on Urban Meyer. Boy, if you don't get your... Listen, Herb, you better prepare better than that, my guy. My guy, you better prepare better than that. When you come out Sunday and I'm watching this game, I better see what I want to see, and you know what I want to see. You better show me. You better show me what I want to see, Urban. Because that was ridiculous. I had to throw a flag on it, Herb. And that's a shame. You 1 week into being a Jaguar coach, and you got a flag. Don't be Doug Marrone and Gus Bradley. You know how many flags we threw on them boys? Sheesh. Anywho, my next flag is on the referee staff or a group that refereed the Jags Houston game. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? That's all I got to say. Are you kidding me? Stop it. Stop it. Okay? All right. My next flag, that was in honor of Bud. Those are his two flags. Now, my flag, I'm going to throw a flag on USA Soccer. My boy, what are you doing? 2 draws. Yeah, you came back and won the last match 4-1. How did we draw twice? We better make the World Cup, y'all. As much junk as I talk about y'all, and I was screaming to Bud, the men are next, and then y'all draw twice to Canada and Honduras, or was it El Salvador? Whichever one. I think it was Honduras. Cut it out. Win, no matter what. You hear me? Win, no matter what. You hear me? And then the last flag of the episode is getting thrown on Dan Mullen. My guy. How dare you say Anthony Richards is not the starter? 15 is not the starter because he's missing reads. Do you think we're blind, Dan? Do you think I cannot see the game that you're watching, my guy? Do you not? Flag family, this show is called Flag on the Play, man. Listen, Bud, I know you're listening, my guy. I hope that you're proud of me, and I hope I did a good enough job. I know you feel real anxious and a lot of anxiety about me doing the show by myself, and I understand that. I feel anxious and anxiety about doing the show by myself because I miss you. It is not the same without you, my boy, partner in crime. I miss you. We'll get back at it next week, but we had to get it done. Hopefully I did you proud. Hopefully I did a good job. For everybody else out there in the Flag family, listen, man, we are back at it again. Flag on the Play, week to week to week, chronicling your sorry ass Jaguars. As we always say, we are Duval till we die.